Mike Ray, what's going on, man? How you doing? It's ICU. I want to have a discussion with you, sir, because I noticed you've got a really solid YouTube channel. First video that I saw on your page that was getting a good amount of positive reviews was
if
this.
You have a car.
Proof Bandman Kevo wanted to be CJ So Cool and wanted his ex. And so I went right to the comments. And normally you can kind of get a feel for the video by how the comments are laid out. And this is a very, very positive comment section. So I said, okay, this man's probably on his points and shit, so I should watch the video. Wow, his brother's spitting straight facts. This is the first channel I've seen Bandman getting called out using pure logic. Not just him, all the fake guys. I could basically call Bandman out and have called Bandman out for, you know, feeding into what society deems as valuable. Bandman Kevo has got everything on his body is fake. All the material possessions he owns and has, he shows out and wears Louis Vuitton to go meet with guys. He don't wear Louis Vuitton because he's going to go get with a female. He wears it to impress men. I personally have so much clothes, but I have no justification for ever buying new clothes again. Ever. Until the clothes that I have right now are worn out with holes, there's no reason for me to buy any clothes for pretty much the remainder of my life. At least for the next 5 to 7 years, I'm not buying any clothes. And it's the adverse of the ideology that these guys subscribe to. I say all that to say, Mike Ray, you've actually been picking up some steam. You've been actually doing really well on YouTube. Do not let this rhetoric here and the purpose of this video, don't let this man Iscreamvlogs, don't let what he's got going on cloud your judgment, because like I just showed you, you've been making a lot of positive results. Everything that's coming out of your mouth has been facts, almost. Sir, I noticed that you and I are both black men. Let me see. I can see that you are a black man, sir. Correct? So you're trying to make this... Look at that. You working on avatars and shit. I've never made an avatar. You are trying to make this a black and white thing. When that man has got his own lane, he been doing this shit. If you were the one that exposed him before, people were actually asking me, because I did my own due diligence. Everyone was bombarding my DMs in my comment section, asking if it was really Iscream. And I'm like, you know what? To go out and do this, like to dox this man, is what are we doing this for, champ? What is the goal here, champ? So it looks like he talked like a racist. I remember when another channel exposed him and scared him off of YouTube for a while. I remember he did go underground, and then this guy's taking credit for it. And then he said, that's why he tried to give me a chain, but I turned it down.
Y'all know what's going on, man. Right now we in the ice champ, feel me? Finna pick up my new ring. You know what I'm saying? Get my jewelry clean. Possibly got some new jewelry or something. But I just want to let y'all know, man.
Mikerayvlogs. Wait, hold on. Did you just say in that post right there that CJ and the crew, you know, Bandman, one of Bandman's guys, they offered you a chain? They offered you a chain, my nigga, but you turned down the chain? You really turned down the peace offering for going to war with a vlogger, a man that drives a Kia. He must have a very strong voice if you turning down, I mean, you did all that work. Why turn down the chain? It's because it didn't happen, sir. Stop capping.
This is why my diamonds be in the way they be doing, man.
Just in case you don't think I know it was Iscream that was supposedly the one that gave the chain. What'd he give? He gave you something like this? Not Jesus, but the Joseph piece? He give you something like that? Nah, I ain't buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. You see them chains that Bandman had? I could see Iscream giving you something like that. But don't deny the peace offering, you dig? That was a symbol of peace. And then you dox the man. So I'm gonna go with the first story that I created. I'm saying, like, you and Bandman and CJ and the whole conglomerate, you guys are superficial nobodies, man. You guys are worried about the wrong shit. Look at this. Not only, dude, when we was rocking chains back in the day, he's talking about CJ need to upgrade his chain game. When did niggas start wearing chokers with the charm? Like, he's wearing a damn choker. You look like a female choker with big ass. Like, nah, bro, that shit gotta hang, my dude. We rock 60-inch chains, dude. When did chokers with the charm become cool? What is this shit? Now that little, like, whatever that dude is, like, whatever. Okay, it's like maybe the IT, is that the anonymous team? That shit kind of go hard. So this is an investment, but it does devalue. It's almost like a boat. It devalues and it depreciates, I think, worse than like a yacht. I believe a yacht is the most depreciating asset that you can have other than a wife. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. That was misogynistic. I'm just kidding. But you know, so jewelry, and especially custom pieces like this, they're not worth half of what you bought it for. So this is not a asset like buying a bar of gold or something like that. Like, it's still not a wise investment. I'm just showing you that you're over here supposedly turning down chains. You in it for the wrong reason too, bro. You and Man are one and the same. He sits on YouTube. He better be helping his wife with the 3-year-old. So this is basically off a side tangent. You're making fun of the man. But let's keep it 100. He actually makes quality videos. Now, he does give a lot of negative feedback, and he doesn't give objective feedback all the time. But the way he goes at Mr. Organic, the way he goes at CJ, I don't think he frames it from the stance of I'm superior to black people. He pretty much highlights, and yes, I am black as well. So when I take this stance, it will fuck up your whole narrative. It will fuck up your whole ideology and thought process. When he states things that are facts about the black community, when he's showing that, like Bandman Kevo, he's gotten blinded by material possessions. He thinks that that's what gives him clout, is these body modifications, the Louis Vuitton, the puffed up chest, balloon chest that he's literally pumped oil into his chest and shoulders and delts and traps. That's what is successful. No. Seeking knowledge, starting a family, retaining and reinstilling that knowledge into the masses, into the next generation. Those are the things that are important in life. But I don't want you to go ahead and make this a black and white thing. When this man Iscreamvlogs is actually bringing to light the fallacies and problems with the black community. He says, wake up. Because it seems that the left, seems like the Democrats, for instance, they use the black community, they use the LGBT to get their vote. They just tried to use Obama and trying to gaslight, black men to vote for Kamala. I see through the play. You're wrong here, sir. This is not white or black. The man is highlighting simple fallacies within the black community. And if you can't take that tough love, if you can't understand that blacks are manipulated simply because we are lacking in the education and the knowledge, that's just ignorance. If we're ignorant, there's still room for us to grow and obtain that knowledge. If we are choosing to not learn the knowledge, that's a whole different story. I don't think that this is crossing the line, in my opinion. You could do a review and a synopsis of what your viewpoint is, but why are we doxing this man again? why are we so you're giving this man clout, Mike? And when I do this little comparison, Mike, you're gonna understand that you're no different than Bandman Kevo. Look at your background, look at your wallpaper, look at your little avatar. You're worried about that gas, all gas, no brakes. And you are glorifying the root of all evil, money. You are no different than Bandman Kevo, buddy. Understand these facts. And understand the man that you're actually clowning in this community post. Look at this. Look at your channel name, sir. Mikerayvlogs, huh? Take a look at this one. What's the guy's channel name called again? What is it again? Iscreamvlogs? Come on, man. This is the fallacy. You are clowning the man that you copied the man's channel. Mikerayvlogs. Why are you making fun of the man that you copied? Iscreamvlogs. It doesn't make any sense, does it? He's got a solid channel, man. Watch, look at that. I type in IS. It's already at the top. So other people are searching for this man's. He's got this is his livelihood. If this is what he wants to do to pump out content, I don't see anything wrong with his content. I don't like the Mr. Organic shit because I think that's a little bit watered down. But his takes on CJ So Cool is spot on with Lexi. CJ on 32s, I do feel like he's a very superficial gentleman. So I don't really care to know like how these guys are pinballing their clout tokens. Like, oh, CJ's got the clout, so I'm going to use that guy. Okay, now CJ on 32s has the clout, so now I'm going to use that guy. Whoever's getting and has the clout at that moment is the one they're going to latch on to and utilize. That's how the content creation game works, guys. Iscreamvlogs, he's well versed in some of these other pockets, with CJ on 32s, Lexi filed police reports against royalty. He's actually like team royalty, so he's got a good baseline. He's actually for the women's. He's not like PJ where it's like he goes totally against objective thought to, protect royalty or go at CJ. I'm one of the most objective thinkers on this platform. I think that my voice holds weight because I just strictly strip everything and I analyze the facts. I might analyze what your perception of what you're doing in your perception from the masses, like Bandman Kevo. He's the most insecure man on social media, in this whole social media realm. No one gives a fuck that you're 5'8" to 6'8". That's not going to get you any more females. It's not going to get you, because you're going to be walking like you got stilts. You already are bow-legged, fam. That's not a procedure that you should actually get done. Just off of your body dynamic and the genetics that you were blessed with, you are already knock-kneed. Standard practice, Bandman. So if you were to get that procedure done, you would be fucked off for life because you are already inverted at that joint, inverted at the hamstring to ACL, and where everything ties together, the LCL, the MCL. And so you actually hyperextend your knee every time that you walk. It's not a normal walking form. He already has postural issues. So if he were to get this procedure done, he would have stability issues for the rest of his life. So he was doing it to promote a drink company. And then I made a small little video. It wasn't really anything special, but I could tell that the refrigerator that's not even 6 feet tall is literally above where Bandman is filming the video at, above his head. So he hasn't gotten any procedure done.
Shit!
See, y'all didn't see it until I pointed it out, did y'all? You see it now. You know what I'm saying? It's that inversion. Don't do any kind of procedure, fam, because you would much rather have a bow-legged posture would be better off than what you have for that type of procedure. Don't do anything to the lower half of your body, fam. Pause. I think this guy is really on a roll. So what I'm going to do, man, my guy, is I'm just going to tell you straight up. This right here, doxing this man for his pocket and his avenue, he's actually going and doing his own due diligence on these individuals. And so this is his opinion on those people. Now you're inserting your opinion on what you feel of this man. You've just doxed this man. For what reason? Because I do my due diligence too. Should I start looking into Mike Ray and finding out who is Mike Ray? Like, why? I can understand if you committed a crime. And then we need to find out who you are and what you're all about to see if you're making, legitimate money or where your revenue streams are coming from. But this is a counterproductive move because, like, if that's his dad's operation and he's got a degree, he's at the upper echelon of knowledge in this field, he's still a specialist. He still has very selective and elite knowledge in this field. He could go get a job or start his own practice at the drop of a hat. And his dad probably absolved the practice. And then once he wants to actually facilitate an area and be a pillar in that society, he could do that because he's got the profession and the credentials. So, Mike Ray, do you have the credentials? I showed you the way. That's why you stuck mad at black people. No, you're missing the point, big guy. He's showing the fallacies within the black community. Now we are going to transition into CJ So Cool and how he's abandoned this 9 million subscriber channel. Look at the most recent post on his page. He don't give a fuck about this channel. Look at this. He's got misspellings in the title. And look at this clown. D-Pat is giving away money on my live stream 1 day ago, 11K views. But then when we go back to the video, it's subscribe to D-Pat to start the giveaway. This guy is a scammer. He's not about anything, man. He is scamming these kids. CJ So Cool, the money that he squeezed dry out of this main channel, got every penny, got every drop out of this channel. He's basically saying D-Pat is giving away money on my live. So when we go back to that live, we understand that if he was really giving out money on this live, it would say, I'm giving out money on this live. It doesn't say that. It says, subscribe now to D-Pat to start the giveaway. And they're just bouncing to creator, and they're just scamming these little kids because these kids are like, oh, I'll sub to him too. And they just click the button and sub. And then where is the money? Where is the $500? The 4 people that were supposed to get the $500. He's done this multiple times. He's a scammer. Thinks he's getting his numbers up. No, you need to follow through with your obligation on the main $9 million channel to pay back the loan that you got. You're a
30-second
scumbag,
timer,
sir.
30 seconds. Grab anything, put it in this cart. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
You know, he tried to make us look like we were super bad guys. We were just being bad guys.
Recognized from recently doing a blindfolded giveaway prank, who supposedly pretended to be a MrBeast crew member, walked into a Target, found a little boy and his father, and said, hey, if you put on this blindfold, you can put anything you want into your cart, and we're gonna buy it all for you. Now,
is CJ So Cool any better than this prankster here? No, he is not. He's exploiting these young little kids just in this form and fashion. He's no better than this little prankster giving us a bad name. He thinks this is all a game. It's all for content. He needs kids, but he scams those same kids. CJ So Cool is a bum and scams his fans, don't even give back to nobody or nothing, and doesn't give money out like he says in these giveaways. Is D-Pat? Let me see who D-Pat is, man. D-Pat, you finna get it too, boy. D-Pat, you finna get it too, boy. Look at you. Exploiting these damn kids. Okay, yeah, you better be giving this cash away, son.
Apparently, we are 70 away from giving away the bread.
What?
The freak?
You should be giving out the money. 70 away. Oh, it's always one.
Somebody said I subscribed.
Man, it's always 1 or 2 subscribers away, huh? You should have been giving out the bread. D-Pat, you're a
right
bum
now,
for hanging out with this guy, CJ So Cool. You should have already been giving it out because CJ said he was already giving it out. You hang out with a liar.
Hey, pick somebody real quick. Oh, you on live? I was gonna say give some away to somebody right here real quick. Just another 100.
I can't pick nobody right now.
You can't because he on the live.
We will have to with Instagram.
I'll go live on Instagram. I'm gonna go live on Instagram right now and give away another $100 because we closing in on it. We real close. We got 4 more hundred to give away. I said I was gonna get one person 500 today, but I've been live for an hour, and it took a long time today, so I'm splitting the money up.
These guys, I can't pick somebody. Like, he don't want to actually go on the chat. It's flowing. He can pick a name and read it off in real time, and that's who gets the $100. If we're now splitting it up in $100, because originally, see how these guys they're airtight with their money now, but when they're in the casino, he's about to blow all his money. Not only are you having these kids bounce from channel to channel to channel to Instagram, back to this channel, and add that channel for a hope and a dream for 500, but you are funneling them to the threat or to the harm of the casino and the manipulation it has and the addiction properties it may have. So I want you to know CJ So Cool is just as bad This is just as bad as him funneling it to an OnlyFans model that has a big old, cake on the screen. #1 sports bettor, right? So these kids are getting tempted to gamble because that's his market demographic. This guy and this other guy are scumbags. CJ, it's Friday, 6 days ago. Friday, what was supposed to happen was you were giving 4 subscribers $2,000. That was the MO. That's what you agreed to. That's why you got all these subs. You got another 30,000 subs. I remember seeing you at 20,000. Now you said you're at 50,000. And you've given out $100 when it was 2,000. He's scamming y'all. He's scamming y'all. This is disingenuous marketing, because you said Friday, I'm trying to find the story. I saved it somewhere, but I don't know if I deleted it, but he marketed it on his IG post. He said 4 subscribers, 2 G's. And then he just made up some excuse right now why he only gave out $100. I'm just saying, yes, you should be blessed about what was given, but this is what breeds scam, is because you're saying sub to him, sub to this guy. Don't even want to pick a winner. Oh, I can't pick nobody. How do you pick somebody, sir? You read it off the chat and you say it to the masses. Listen how disingenuous this is. He don't want to give $100 to his fans. Listen to this.
Hey, pick somebody real quick. Oh, you on live? I was gonna say give some away to somebody right here real quick. Just another 100. I can't pick nobody right now.
What? Sir, the first name you read on your chat, because CJ tried to give you the answer. He said, oh, no, you can't pick you're on live right now. What does that have to do with anything? You are on live right now. Yeah, so pick. All you have to do is the first name you see in the chat, you say, hey, CJ so cool, gang, gang, gang. In my IG, that just made a message. You have won $100. That's all you have to do. And you say, go ahead and DM me right now. Get me your Cash App. You, Sir D-Pat, are disingenuous. CJ so cool, you were disingenuous. You guys are stingy as hell. How much did that charm cost, sir? How much did that pendant cost? How much did this cost? You can't give $100 to your fans, but you got 2 chains on, or 3? With the Amiri shirt? Y'all are scammers, man. It says cash giveaway. You're not giving out no cash. Man, I'm taking that sub off, bro. You don't deserve it, man. You're exploiting kids. Exploiting kids, you bum. I want you guys to understand the frustration. He said 2K on Friday. Friday lapsed, and he gave away $100. Now, how many times has he done this to get to 9 million? He said, oh, I've given probably $50,000 away. If it was supposed to be 50,000, he's probably gave 5,000. That's why D-Lo said, bye-bye. Because D-Lo should have been hitting D-Lo hand with stacks of money. Because that boy was facilitating moves for you off the strength, and then you didn't match the man's energy. And you hit him with the same thing you just hit your subscribers with. D-Pat hit with 0. You hit for 100. And that's why D-Lo was getting the same kind of treatment. And he said, if you noticed, this stream, 11K views, D-Pat is giving away money on my live. And look, he's misspelling words in the title. He don't give a fuck about this channel. Just like, excuse my language in this video. I know there might be kids watching. Kids, don't use the F word. It's not good. But I'm using it to emphasize my thoughts, and it is part of the English language. I want you guys to know that he says right here, D-Pat is giving away money on my live. Was it your live, CJ, or was it his live? Because now you went to his live, and you said to go to his live, and when we went to his live, there was no money being given out. I want people to unsub. So there's 46 minutes and 57 seconds in this video. So that means for every second in this video, I want an unsubscriber to CJ's and D-Pat's channels. I want people to unsub. So there's 46 minutes and 57 seconds in this video. So that means for every second in this video, I want an unsubscriber to CJ's and D-Pat's channels. Because they aren't bosses. They are exploiting kids, children that don't know no better, but then hit that button and go say, Mama, can I buy? CJ is so cool. I want to win a sweepstakes. You're just getting your numbers up, man. This is like, you're scum. You're disingenuous. This is the same reason why the lenders are looking at you like, he made so cool world. He owes us $500,000. the So Cool World channel, and he's building that up. He has gotten the money out of this channel. He doesn't intend to pay it back. He will pay it back in due time, but not in the time frame that he signed on the dotted line for that company that gave him $400,000. This is him dragging his feet because they are anticipating and they are giving you a dollar amount based on the metrics of how you release a video and how you pump it out. If now you're only responding or you're posting a video every, look at that, 1 month, 2 months, 2 weeks, they weren't expecting you to not post and get no views. They were expecting it like this. Look, 122, same month, 138, same month. Look at this, 181K, same month. Then in the 5-month range, she puts out 1, 2. And so, and that's 2 videos at 417 and 237. That's 700,000 views. So you are expecting a mil ticket per month, or maybe even more. So let's do one more month. 666. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wow. So he did 265, 500, 650, 9, a mil, 11. Okay, so he did 1.5 million views in that 6 month ago time frame. So they're basing it off of like 1.5 million views a month. That's why he got the 400K. Or yeah, because then they're expecting, okay, if I give him this loan and he's projected to hit 1.5 million, we will make X amount of money. It's a mathematical equation. And it makes X amount of money, so we'll get paid back, and we feel comfortable with the 400K because we'll get that back in 4 months. Not when he posts like this. One month, 224, and then 2 weeks ago, 262. This channel is dead. This loan is probably not going to get paid back. So he's basically defaulted on a loan. That is a black thing. I'm sorry, but if this was a white content creator, let's say like one of the highest, content creators. Yes, I already took it down this lane, down this path in this video, so we got to go down this path. But is Vosh doing the CJ So Cool ghetto move is destiny? If they were to take out loans on their channels, would they have this issue? Do you think that they would have trouble or just completely abandon a channel with 9 million subs? Do you think that Dan TDM is going to take out a little mini loan? He wants to do some home renovations. Do you think that he's going to abandon a 10 million or 30 million subscriber channel? Let's do a couple more. PewDiePie. See the correlation there? Is any one of these guys, and they're all lightly complected. They're all lighter shades of melanin. Do you think that they would completely abandon a $9 million channel after squeezing it for every drop? No, I don't think so. This is as far as I toe the line without having actual facts and just making speculative assumptions, because this could be seen as racism on my own race, right? Because I'm basically assuming that, just because CJ's black, that, he's defaulting on this loan. Okay, the results now are in. No more speculation. I'm going to show you in this next slide how the lenders and the government and these underwriters, they treat us the same way. When we want to get a loan, they deny us the most, and it's because of the way of life. We default on the most loans, and it's because of the wherewithal and we're not feeling some type of way about defaulting on these loans, guys. Like, this is a scummy move, to be real, and I'm going to prove it with facts. Let me show you that this is a revolving cycle, and the same stuff that Iscreamvlogs wants to bring up is the same reason he's being called a racist. You need to wake up and elevate your mind frame. Take a look at this slide. This is how mortgage and lenders and anyone that's giving out loans, underwriters, they take this stuff into consideration as well. What I'm bringing up here is a study that was recently done about how much does racial bias affect mortgage lending. Evidence from human algorithmic credit decisions. And if we go down here to the lender denial regression separately by AUS recommendations, blacks are the highest rejected race. Then Asian, Hispanic, other, joint race, missing race. The blacks are denied the most. I want to find this one quotable here. And it's basically estimating excess denials by minority applicants. And here it is right here. This stat right here. The top row of Table 1 shows that lenders denied 17% of black mortgage applicants in 2018 and 2019, substantially higher than the 8% denial rate for whites. So, like I said, there is a lower percentage of white people that are going to take out a loan on a very successful YouTube channel, take all the money out. You know, it's a lot of it is not even necessarily a discriminatory tactic. It's the thought process of blacks in general. Like, white people are not going to do this shit. They're not going to take out a heavy-ass loan on a very successful YouTube channel and just abandon it. This is broke nigga shit. I'm going to dive into the nuance of these numbers. It doesn't seem like the percentages are that crazy, right? But if you know 8 plus 8 is 16, it's not even 17. So we know that 17 is black, 8 is white. So basically what this is saying is that for every 2 that they denied, they stamp 2 blacks. They only stamp 1 white. They stamp 2 black people. They only stamp 1 white. Stamp. They deny 2 blacks. They stamp. They only deny 1 white. Do you know how much that adds up to home ownership, to ownership in general? And CJ's over here laughing it off and scamming kids. Dude is a scumbag. I want him to lose subscribers after anyone who watches this video. If you don't want to sub to me, go unsub to that guy. Because this is bullshit. When I do my due diligence and stuff like this, I don't really realize until I go down that rabbit hole how scummy these guys are. D-Pat, you're a scumbag. You should never get past 9,000 subs. What are you doing? You got all these numbers and you're doing all these analytics. You don't care about kids, but you exploited children. They bounced from this channel to this channel, and they had to get to your channel to get that money. And did they get that money, sir? I'll come to your doorstep and collect that bread for them kids. So get them kids that bread. So we need to wake up to what these guys are doing. Nothing that these guys are doing or anything substantial. They should not be relevant on the internet, but they are. I want to really quickly, I don't want to confuse you guys too much with the math, but I want to show you how disingenuous this really was and is from CJ So Cool. Especially if you are given a loan with projected metrics at 1.5 million per month, and you're now slowing it down to 225,000 per month. If we go over here, that is 6 times the amount of view count that you've lost. So it's almost 7 times that amount. So we could say that, let's say that this loan was to be paid back, okay, $400K in 1.5 years. Okay. So if this loan was supposed to be paid back in 1.5 years, his projected metrics now on this channel, we could do 1.5 times 7 projected metrics. Now that 1 year loan, 1.5 year loan has now turned into a decade loan. He's given up on this channel. And him starting the new channel, if I was a lending company, I'd be like, well, what are you doing, my boy? It's almost like, the only comparison I can make is like, you get a new Ferrari, okay, and you get it, you go in there and you pay $10 cash. And then you're like, oh, well, you know, the wifey needs a car just to get to work. It's nothing, just to and from, nothing crazy. Let's get her a bug. There's a little dealership right here downtown. Oh, they want $3,000. Okay, great. So you pay $2,000 and you let her pay $15 a month. You know, $15 a month to pay off the last $1,000 that you owe for the slug bug, just to get her credit up. So you're paying $10 a month for that whole year. Then that'll get it paid off. Or I'm sorry, $100 a month for the whole year. That'll pay back that last $1,000. And so you're building your credit. It takes about a year to establish that. But you just got a Ferrari. You know, I got the Ferrari. I paid only $10 down, so I still owe $400,000 on that car. And I just say, man, I just got a free car, but let's make sure that you pay the slug bug, okay? Let's pay that bug. Let's make sure that we focus on that bug. CJ So Cool World is the bug. It's got like 10,000 subs. It'll probably be monetized now. But what are you doing with CJ So Cool 9 million and the dollar amount? Like, you still have to pay off that Ferrari, buddy. And this is why I'm telling you that it's a little bit leaning on like this is a hood kind of thing to do. It's not a stand-up practice to do this. And so it says a lot about his character. He's wearing those funny ass glasses with the rims, with the spectacles and the studs all around those glasses. Like, bro, You look like a cornball. You look like a character that's at a amusement park when you wear those, G. Okay? Let's start wearing like maybe some suits, or if you're gonna get into business, I would abandon the kids, because if you don't have any content without kids, that's a little weird. You need to transition and utilize, because those kids are going to grow with you. So why not start like a sports channel? Why not start high school now? Because these kids are going to be into high school. So think about maybe starting like destroying. Come on now, I brainstorm. Start something like destroying, something in the framework of like a destroying. Go to college, you know what I'm saying? Get these kids ready for college. Or you take the 9 million and you just pivot, and you don't give a fuck about the subs, the views, or nothing. You pivot to what you're passionate about. And that's why I love my channel. I don't have a niche. I put up whatever I want to put up. If you guys want to sub, I appreciate you. I love you guys. But to have a nicheless channel that's monetized is a very hard thing to do. Because I just put up whatever I want. You guys might not like it, but I feel like it's pertinent to society and the world. Some of the stuff is fluff, but when I really put out these hour-long videos, it's because it's pertinent to the way of life in the world. And if I die, I want a footprint of things and ways I can help people. And that's what my channel's about. It's not about the monetization and the cash. Like the boy Mike, you know what I'm saying? Look at the backdrop. Look at his avatar. Stop spreading money and flashing it like a fan, G. You just like Bandman, cuz. So it's kind of like a logical deduction of the facts. I don't want it to seem racist, because I don't want it to seem like that. I don't want to go off on this side tangent, but I want it to be a reality factor.
Video has 30 million views, surprising your family. 2017. You know, how much was that house?
The house was a rental property. It's valued at 3.5 million, but I was paying 10,000 a month to live in it. I signed a 1-year lease. After the 1 year was over, I had made $3 million in the freaking house. I signed a 4-year lease. Then the house started to break down. The value was lowered. It was built in 99. So I tried to purchase the house. The owner saw the free money he was getting from rent. He said, I will never sell this house. Keep paying rent. That's what he told me. I said, you know what? The pool is turning green. The toilets won't flush. The upstairs toilet flooded the basement. I got to go, man. I have to get on to bigger and better things. I keep talking about this transition. I got to transition. At the time, I had met a businessman. His name is Big Al. He said, you throwing money out the window? What? Rent? You need to own. He preached ownership.
CJ still taking advice from Bandman and all these other guys, but not actually honing in on the advice. I want to believe that your car collection, I want to believe that like when we see this car collection and you like selling your cars back to CJ on 32s, I hope this isn't some sort of like, hold on, let me see. Yeah, like, are you really buying these cars, or these cars, like, are you taking over the lease agreement? Like, what? Like, dude, and look at you. You're wearing the same Fendi shirt. So this is probably the same mindset. Say cheese, I don't want to, I want to take this content and I want to show these people. So please don't slap my content. You feel me? Don't backhand me across the face. I want people to understand how this man has burnt through money trying to flex. I bought a $2,000 property. It ain't shit. I don't have much. I have it just as much as I can afford. But I'm on my property right now with a diesel heater. I don't have to pay any utilities because I'm off grid. I don't pay an electrician. I am the electrician. Let's see how much money that he's ran through renting or leasing or, you know, flexing, I guess, you know, flexing other people's wealth in this video. Take a look.
Now, how many cars do you own? 12.
I got 12 cars. I don't own them all. I got the Rolls Royce Cullinan.
Whoa! Say cheese, I'm only going to take 13 seconds of your content, and then 10 seconds was the intro, so you can't clap this. Whoa! This man has not learned. This man has not learned. We only need 13 seconds of the clip to let you know how this man, thinks in the whole thought process, because that's all he's dating is, you know what I'm saying? No, that's not a double entendre, but it is an entendre. I'm not this multi-million-dollar guru, but I did work under a self-made millionaire that started with one vending machine, and he built himself up and had gumball machines and water trucks, and built it up from one vending machine and made himself a self-made millionaire. I mentored under this gentleman, and I can tell you right away that if you have 12 cars, let's say in CJ's case, I'd say about 8 of them he owns, 6 he finances or leases. There is no point, and I mean 0 point, in leasing a vehicle if you've already got 8. I'm not saying that he's broke, but he's wasted millions. I would estimate anywhere from 15 to 20 million on leasing and renting, when he could have probably bought, there's little small islands that you could get for 5 million or 7 million. That boy could have owned an island outright for him and his family. But instead, he wanted to sit on them big boy tires, and then he wanted to rent a wheel. So he didn't pay for the wheels. He paid for 3 sets of wheels because it took a while to pay it off. And then he went the Cullinan, and he wanted the suicide doors, and he wanted I want the one that Bandman still got. But he wants the one I got. It's not keeping up with the junk. It's keeping up with the coolest. Actually, let me come back down. Those numbers are way too high. I got to leave them in there, though, just so people know. Like, I could tell when it was a little bit of an inflated number. And let's come back down to reality. 9 million subs, 2 billion views. They're saying that it's estimated between $1 million and $6 million all time. This is all time net earnings. So what I would ballpark that he's probably spent 4 of the 6. So I would say he's probably wasted on renting and leasing, since he doesn't have much to show for his net wealth and his overall net assets or collateral assets. I would say he's probably spent and leased or financed 4 million of the 6, and has 2 in real, which is not a good ratio. It's not a good ratio. He's burnt through 4, and I would hope that's if you melt down the jewelry. That's if you sell the shoes. That's just not whips. That's literally shoes, clothes, jewelry, and then maybe ATVs or some, toys or whatever. Other than that, it's dwindling down to not that much. So guys, learn from CJ So Cool. If you get into the bag, you can literally put money in an account, anything over $70,000, and if you let it sit in an account, in a high interest yield savings account at 3 to 5%, you could literally make $2,000 a month with money just sitting in an account. No, this is not something to emulate, guys. This is not a flex. That Fendi shirt, there's probably a little ash hole in there somewhere. It's not worth it, guys. There's nothing to benefit from it. Whoa, let's move on. Enough said. That if CJ So Cool were white, there's probably a better chance that loan is getting paid off. And that's just a simple fact. And I'm going to full circle it again. And Iscreamvlogs is a little bit better at wording these kind of anomalies, but they are obvious realities that we have to still be realists. I'm an optimist, but I'm also still a realist. We have to see that there's realistic viewpoints in life, and statistics don't lie. And I'm not gonna make any preconceived notion that they're doing this because they're this race or I don't kind of make those assumptions. But I'm just saying that based on the data, there's a better chance that this loan will get paid off if he were Caucasian. Do you see the correlation there? CJ So Cool, kind of hood with it. He just gonna let the channel burn and then take the guap, and then he gonna push out, and he don't give a fuck about his credit because he got Bandman to do his shit with the credit. Like, it's easy what Bandman Kevo is doing with the credit. He's literally doing this, and I'll show you my shit. Okay, so here we go. So this is what he does. This is what I've been doing that I got well versed on years ago. I'm not 37 years old, but why is my credit that old? My credit old. How is my credit like 10 years older than my age? Like, what the hell? Yeah, I'm not capping. I know what to do. I know exactly what to do. So you use the authorized signer metrics, and you use that to increase your utilization. Once you increase your utilization, you go in, and these derogatory marks, I only have one, and it's what was this? This is like a Comcast bill that got leveraged to a third party. And so what he does is he's raising your credit by maybe having an authorized user on a credit card that has literally it hasn't been used, so your utilization goes through the roof, and then your credit length of history goes up just by adding his authorized user. And then he comes in here and he disputes this charge. He'll go in here on Credit Karma. It's something you could do already on your own. And the lender has 30 days, so I could dispute it. I don't think it was $455. If it was $477, if it was off by $20, it's literally they're misreporting the dollar amount. So all you have to do is you come in here and you say, well, no, I think that dollar amount was off. So what he's doing is he'll go in, and then not only will he use this authorized user method that really boosts your credit if you have a card with no utilization, so your utilization goes through the roof, and then your credit history, the length of history goes through the roof. You can skyrocket your credit score like 200, 300 points. He's charging thousands for this. And then last but not least, what he's doing is he'll go into, he'll dispute, obviously, derogatory remarks. I only have one, so I only have one to dispute. I've already disputed it, but this is the easiest way to dispute it too. So you'll go in here, you'll click it, use Credit Karma. You go in here, and then it'll just come at the bottom, and it'll say, report an error, and you say yes, boom. You click through, and it's already pretty much preloaded. You just say, okay, it'll give you the pre-option right there. I basically dispute, you want to dispute like the dollar amount, $455. I think it was like $477. If it's off by even like $15, they have to respond to this dispute within 30 days, or else the government, by law, it gets wiped off. So as you can see here, it gives you the remarks. I did it. I disputed it. It says account information disputed by consumer meets FCRA requirements. So they basically came in and stamped it and said, no. It was $455. He owes that shit. And that's all he does. And he gets paid thousands. So bam, man, I just went through your whole play, son. Went through the whole play. And that's why you need to realize and use your acumen and realize it's not a black and white thing. It's a tendency for blacks to not pay this loan down. Like if CJ's black, he's kind of using like a ghetto mind frame to run off with this money. You shouldn't do that, bro. You should stay with the channel. You creating a new channel is disingenuous as fuck, because you need to still pump out content on that channel like you would for how you got the loan in the first place. Him doing that, I just was like, damn, he's frauding. So everyone, all of them do scams. All of them. Did CJ give out that $500 or the $50, the $400 or $500 on Friday? Is it tomorrow? I think it's tomorrow. CJ better give out $2,000, and we'll be making a video on that as well, because we have to hold these guys' feet to the fire. They got 9 million subs, said they were going to give out $20,000 and probably gave out like $100. We got to be on these fools' head tops. So Mike Ray, you need to listen up. This video's for you. Man, don't let this stuff fool you, man. Look at this. Friday was the 18th. Okay? Look at this. Had to read this book for spells so I could break all the curses people have put on me without my knowledge or permission. Okay, so you're actually doing witchcraft just like your baby mom, just like royalty. You're not going to lean on Christ. You're going to go to a book with spells in it. This guy's a clown, man. And do you see? There is no sign of the giveaway that he did to get the subscribers. There's no sign of that giveaway. The giveaway did not happen. Crazy. I live with someone who secretly went through my phone all day and all night, and you stayed with her. You had twins with her. And then you ended up getting with a white girl that was Bandman Kevo's little shorty, and they got you for bread. She got you for over $300,000. This guy is a clown. Let's go to the YouTube channel. Let's go to CJ So Cool, CJ Cool World. Let's see if the giveaway was done. Nope. Nope. No giveaway was done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. It was only 4 days ago. And there was no money given out.
Essential. I'm live again, man. Third time being live on my new page.
This was 6 days ago, so this wasn't Friday. But you see how this guy's too disingenuous. He's a liar. He's a scammer. He's just like Bandman. He's just like CJ on 32s. Just like, I wouldn't say D-Lo, because D-Lo don't scam. This guy's a scammer. That's why everything in his life is crumbling and falling apart. Mike Ray, have a seat. Let's have a chat. This is actually something that I thought was kind of funny, and it was very ironic, and it kind of tickled my fancy. You're over here saying, like, oh, he's got time to make these YouTube videos. You basically are an Uber driver trying to join 32 gang and got fired from your job. Well, that's pretty convenient, because you're showing here that during the pandemic, this man, for his operation, for his practice, for his dentistry operation, he received a coronavirus PPP loan in the amount of $156,115 in January of 2021. If his house and his mortgage, his home is already paid off, he's got the deed, his whips are already paid for, he's very tight with his money, he's stringent with his monetary finances and money that goes out and money that comes in, because he's actually gaining revenue on his channel. So maybe his checks and balances is at a zero balance. You can stretch this 156K out for years if everything else is paid off. And this man's white and he drives a Kia. So you're making fun of the man. Right here, like, oh, he really does drive a Kia. Yeah, all his shit's paid off, and he's gotten a coronavirus loan for $156,000. So yes, he can make YouTube videos on a couch and just kick back and relax and make fun of Mr. Organic looking like Mr. Ed, having all his shit get repossessed, all his Hellcats and the little, you know what I'm saying, sprinters and all that. He got his veneers just a size too big. Just a size too big. So, yes, this is the black man siding with the white man because I'm a content creator. The guy actually makes pretty consistent content that is factual, but this guy wants to make it a black and white thing. You were doing so good, my guy, but Mike Ray, you're wrong. And I had to check you, but that's it. It's ICU. And everything about us is blue collar, and we gets it out the mud. Please stay tuned.